I'm going to keep this like this.
8th of March, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Is bringing this. Welcome back, Phil. Welcome back, Lou.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. Oh. I'll get my picture back. Okay, we're back. Baruch Hashem. Okay. So we did this yesterday. We're just going through it again quickly before we go further in the Gemora. And we see that the Mishnah, the Bryce over here says there's 5 things. Omdino so. For all 5 payments, in a case where one person injures another person bodily, in other words, the assailant uses his body or some instrumentality to cause damage to the victim, there's a payment of 5 things, 5 payments called Chamisha Dvorim, and the Bryce over here says Omdino so. Omdino so. Benostin lo miyad. We make a evaluation and we give the victim right away. And even in regard to Ripui V'Shevis, says the Brisa, work loss and doctor bills, medication bills. We do an evaluation before we of how long he's going to. We make an estimation how much work is he going to miss and how much medical expenses is he going to incur. Achias Rapa, until he gets better, and that amount that we evaluate, that's we give to the victim right away. The assailant pays him right away. And then the Bryce says 2 cases. Amdu v'haya misnavna v'holech. Ein nostin lo ela kamal shema amduhu. Even if they made an evaluation, how many days he's going to be out, how much medical attention he needs, and at the end of the day, it stretched out longer than that. So there was more expenses. What do we do in that case? Ein nostin lo ela kamosham duhu. We only give him the amounts that he was that the Beis Din originally fixed for him based upon their evaluation. And Rashi, I believe, said over there, Dibur Maska de Be'inin Umdina Bahachi lo boy, let's no. Oh, that's a different Rashi. Okay, fine. Forget that. That's one case. And then the other case is Amduhu Behevriya. In the case where they made an evaluation that he was going to be out of work and he was going to need a certain amount of medical attention, and he got well, meaning he got well before they evaluated that he was gonna get well. So he got really more than what he needed. In that case, nosli lo kol masham duhu. They give again according to the evaluation. Okay, so the Gemara says, Shmamina yesh omed l'nezikin. That's really what the Gemara wants to know over here. Shema Mino, we see from this brisa a proof that an omed is made in regard to cases of nezikin as well. That's the answer to our question. Okay, so we're going to go from there. Lameimar, we're going to go from Lameimad Gavra.
Got lost. No.
We're on 91A3,
Yes, I've got that.
left-hand column, last paragraph. The Gemara responds.
Oh, yes, I've got it. Thank you.
For us, Lameimad Gavra.
The Mema Gavra, to assess the person, that is Kama Likta Aya Maka, to assess how long he'll be incapacitated from this injury. Kama La Mikta, and how long he'll not be incapacitated. Laka Mavai Lan, we have no question. Devade Amadinan, for we certainly make such an assessment. Kiko Makaya Lan, when do we have a question? The Ma'amad Hefta, on whether to assess the instrument that is used in the attack. E Ovid Niska La, to see whether it is capable of inflicting this injury or not.
Right.
Nay, what is the law as far as this assessment is concerned?
Okay, so you see what the Gemara is answering over here. The Gemara is saying that this brisa over here, what you've adduced proof for, doesn't answer our question that we were asking about. We were asking a question about, do we make an evaluation of the weapon which caused the injury? Was it fitting to cause that amount of injury that the victim is claiming that he has suffered? That question is not addressed at all in this brisa over here. This brisa is talking about we're evaluating the damage that the person has the victim has suffered, and how much doctor bills and work loss should he be given. So that we see that we make an evaluation of that. But what we were asking was about the hefsa, to make an evaluation of the instruments which caused the damage. So therefore, the Gemara says this brisa does not answer our question. So therefore, we're going back to the drawing board, and we're going to bring another toshma. Let's see, do we have a Rashi? Miksar. Looks like we have one Rashi. Miksar.
Miksars, how much he will be, I don't know, what you usually Katser is to shorten, but it's not that here. I guess we're trying to see how much we're talking about his injury, how short his injury will be, or how long his injury will be. The Miksar, just had it there. is nofel limishkav. He fell into bed. Kamo aksire, like a, and I guess that's a quote in someplace else in Rosh Hashanah. Daf nun chet amud aleph. Like he will be shortened somehow.
Oh, so this is what Rashi is pointing out over here. This word liksar does not have anything to do with shortening.
Well, what does it mean in Rosh Hashanah? He said
Well,
it's
we have
falling
to look
apart.
up that Gemora in Rosh Hashanah. But
He says
Rashi's
it means he's going into bed. He's bedridden. That's
but
what it's
that is
saying.
that's the
Meaning a mitzvah. He's saying mitzvah means to be out of commission.
right. But if you want to know how long or how short, that's the word kama.
Yeah.
Liksar is how much is he, how long, in other words, the translation of kama liksar, Rashi is translating the word liksar. And liksar, Rashi translates that word as nofel mishkav. How long is he going to be bedridden? And and somebody who is in bed, he's not able to work, and he needs medical attention generally so that he doesn't have to lie in bed all the time. So that's the word liksar over here. Liksar is how long is he going to be sick in bed? And Rashi says, if you want to see another place in the Gemora where this word is used in this way, and it's not used in a way of some other way that you might think to make things short or long or something like that, he refers you to Rosh Hashanah. That generally means that Rashi's feels a need to prove what he's saying. That it's not so pashut what he's saying, because the word does text, I guess. Well, he's saying over here that that's what this word is. That's what this word means. So the Gemara is docha the raya, and it says lemad gavra, to make an evaluation of the gavra, kama liksar mihamaka. How long is he going to be bedridden based upon this injury that he suffered? But kama lo miksar, and how long is he going to not need to lie in bed sick? Lo kamiboilan, says the Gemara. That was not our question. The vadai umdinan. That we know, says the Gemara, that we make an evaluation. That's what this brisa that you just got through bringing. That's what it says, and we're not in disagreement with that brisa. But that brisa does not answer our question. Our question is lamemad chefsa, to make an evaluation of the weapon, the means that caused the injury, the damage. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next Toshma. Moore's got another Toshma to try to prove its point over here about making an evaluation in this case. So we're going to go to Lou. I want to read for us. Shimon Atimni Omer.
Tashma, Shimon Hatimni Omer. Come and learn. Shimon Hatimni says, Ma egrof miyuchad shemasur la'ada v'la'adin v'la'edin. Just as a fist is distinctive. And it is available to the court and to the witnesses. Af kol miyuchad, so too anything that is distinctive, shemasur le'eda ve'la'edim, should be available to the court and the witnesses. Shema Mina, we hear from this, or we learn from this, Yesh Omed Lina Zakin, that we assess for damages. But I'm confused by this last sentence because I thought we were asking if we assess the implement.
Right, the egg loaf was the weapon that was used.
But now it says lunazik. Does that mean the egg loaf?
The nizakin means for in a case of damages as opposed to a murder case.
So learn from this that we assess the instrument for damages.
Right, in a damages case, right.
Shema Mina. Indeed, we learn from this.
Oh, you see that over here we have two Shema Minas. Why do we need to have two Shema Minas?
Where's the second one?
You got Shema Mina, sheyesh omed lenazakin. And then the Gemara repeats itself, Shema Mina.
Oh, yeah.
Why is the Gemara repeating itself over here? Okay, this is not a real difficult, or I mean, if you don't know the answer, it's a difficult question, but it's not really it's a question. Let's just what's the answer to the question? The answer to the question is, why does it say Shema Mina twice? So if you will take a look the next time you see a Shema Mina, count how many times you see the word, the expression Shema Mina. The first time it says Shema Mina, it is a request for validation. Shema Mina. Do we hear from this case, from this proof that we have just brought, that Yesh Omed Linizakin, that there is, in fact, a valuation of the weapon in the case of a damages case, not only in a murder case, but also in a damages case? And the Gemara answers, the second time the Gemara says Shema Mina, it's an answer to that question. The answer to the question is Shema Mina, meaning we do have a proof here. Yes, we do hear from this Brisa over here with the Rev Shimon Timni that we do in fact do omed in the case of a weapon also for damages case. That's the second Shema Mina. And therefore, the Gemara, that concludes the Gemara's discussion of this matter. The next thing the Gemara is going to talk about, it's going to talk about another subject.
Is a
But-
Toshma similar to a Shema Mina? Or same? Or,
So Toshma is come and hear a proof.
uh-huh.
Toshma, come and hear a proof. We're now going to present a proof. But what? At the end of the Toshma, we have a Shema Mina. And the first Shema Mina is, do we in fact have a proof over here, as you have said? And the second Toshma, not Toshma, the second Shema Mina is saying, yes, we do have a proof. This is in fact a proof. Now, let me illustrate this to you based upon the first Toshma that we had, the Toshma before this Toshma that was the proof. Remember the Toshma, go back to the Toshma of Chamisha Devorim. It says over there, Toshma, Chamisha Devorim, right? So the Gemora was bringing this brisa here as a proof. Come and hear a proof that in fact we do make an evaluation in this case of Nezikin. So after the brisa concludes, the Gemora says, Shema Mina. Shema Mina sheyesh omed lenezikin. Oh, is that a statement or is that a question?
Mhm.
Well, right after that, the Gemora says, nah, that's not a proof. The Gemora dismisses that proof. The Gemora says, Lamemad Gavra, Kamaliksar Maka, Lokamaboilan. That wasn't our question, says the Gemora. You haven't proven the answer to our question, says the Gemora. You were talking about the fact that we make an omed for medical expenses, but we wanted to know, says the Gemora, the Memad Hefsa. We wanted to know whether you make an omed, an evaluation for the Hefsa, for the instruments, for the weapon that was used to cause the damage. Was it in fact sufficiently reasonable to hear that weapon would cause that amount of damage that the victim is claiming?
Mhm.
So you see that even though the Gemara said Shema Mina, it only said it once because it was saying, do we have a raya over here from this brisa, gentlemen? And then the Gemara says, no, we don't have any raya, and I'll tell you why. Okay. But the second Toshma with Shimon HaTimni, we said the raya, and then the Gemara said Shema Mina. Shema Mina yesh omed l'nezakin. And that was a question. And on that, the Gemara did not push away this raya. The Gemara just said Shema Mina. It repeated, so to speak, the Shema Mina. But this time the Gemara means to say, you are correct. We do accept this as a proof over here. This is a proof. So now the next thing the Gemara is going to discuss is not going to be this issue anymore, because we've already satisfied ourselves that we have a proof. No objections. Okay. So if there's no objections, then we will continue. Omar Mar. Who wants to read now? Phil, you want to read?
The Mar. Okay, the master said, I want to find this in the Gemara. Mar said, Amduhu, we we do an evaluation for Hevria, and then he got better. Note name Kol Ma Shemdu. You Messiah. We give him everything that he was evaluated at to help him with. Even though he got better, he sticks with the regular, whatever the original assessment was. The Rabbah, Omar, because it's fine. No, this is a support.
You skipped some words.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to go back again. It's Omar Ma, the master said, Abduhu, the Hivri, which means they made an assessment, then he got better. He got healed. Note name lo kol ma she'amdu. We give him everything that he was already assessed on. Doesn't matter that he got healed. Whatever the original assessment was that he was needed, he continues to get that amount. That's a Messiah the Rabbah. This is a support for Rabbah, the Omar Rabbah, because Rabbah says, "Hi man the odume kule yoma." This is that this is the man who, for every day, for itapech, the plauga yoga, and the itapech is he got better in lessons, so to speak. His condition got a little better, the plauga dioma, on half of a day. So he got an assessment that would take him a whole day to get better, and only got better. He got better in half a day. V'kai avid avida, and behold, he is idata. He is doing his work. Yehavin lay the kuliyama. We give him the amount for the whole day. Man min shemaya hu derchmani. He got it. It's a heavenly thing that he got. Shem helped him that he got better. Oleah, that he got better. So Hashem helped him get him better, so that doesn't take away the fact that he sticks with the initial assessment. The initial assessment stands.
Okay, correct. Let's see.
The only Rashi is that Pach. He got lesson, which is Nitra Pei, says he got healed.
Okay, good.
That's only one word on Rashi on this.
So what did the Gemora? So the Gemora wants to say that this, what it says in the Brisa, that we give him the full amount, is a support to Rava. That's what the Gemara wants to point out here. This Brisa supports the view of Rava. Rava said the same principle in a different case. Okay. Now let's go to the next case. Rakak vehegiabo harok vehevir chule. So this is going back to a statement that we had in the Mishnah about different things that someone did to another person that caused embarrassment and shame. Okay, so this case is in the Mishnah on 90a at the bottom of the page. The Mishnah says, "Rakak vehegia bo roko." Which means that one person spat. He spat at another person, vehegia bo roko, and it hit its mark. Vehegia bo roko, his spit hit the victim. So all these cases, there's some other cases that are also mentioned in the Mishnah. We're not going to go into that right now, but the din is, the Mishnah says, no saying lo, arba mea zuz. He gives them 400 zuz for this. Okay, so let's see what the Gemara has to say about this Mishnah. Oh, actually, we'll see. We'll see if it's going to talk about that case that I said, or it's going to talk about the further cases in the Mishnah. Because the caption says chule, which alludes to the fact that it's going to talk about other things. Okay, so Roy, we go back to Roy to continue the reading. 4 minutes left.
Rakak v'higia bo harok v'he'avir, etc. If he spat at him and the spittle reached him, or he removed, etc., his garment from upon him, he pays 400 zuz. Right. So the Gemara examines the first case. Omar Rav Papa, Lo Shenu Ela Bo. Rav Papa said they taught that one is liable to spitting only if the spittle reached the victim. So that means it landed on his actual body, not his clothes.
Right.
On his skin, you mean? Yeah. Aval bevig do lo, but if it reached only his clothes, there's no liability. All right. The Gemara objects. V'nive ki beish v'div rim, but let it be as if he humiliated him with words. The Gemara answers, Omarei b'ma'areva, Moshe me, derevi, Yoseh ba avin. They say in the West, that means Eretz Israel, in the name of Rabbi Yossi Ba'avin, the Ace Amares. This tells us, Amares. This tells us, Biesha Bidavorim, Poto, Mikolum. That if one humiliated someone with words, he's not liable for anything.
So the Gemara asked the question, why is it that if the rope only goes on the beged, that we say that's not what the Mishnah is talking about. Let it be at least as severe as one who embarrasses his fellow with words. Which presumably the Gemara understands would involve some type of a payment, maybe not 400 zuz, but in some type of a payment. So the Gemara answers, Amr b'marava. They said in Eretz Yisrael, Mishmei Rabbi Yossi bar Avin. So Samaris, Bishu b'dvarim, patu miklum. What the way that they learned this Mishnah, was that they said that if he embarrasses with words and he didn't do any action, because we see it, if you take a look at this Mishnah again, and you see all the things that Mishnah is talking about and all the various payments that there are, you don't find one case where the Mishnah says anything about somebody saying words to somebody else. Why not? So, Rabbi Yossi Bar Avin says that what this means is that in such a case as Bishu B'Dvorim, the Mishnah holds, the Tana of the Mishnah holds that the speaker, it's certainly an avera that he did, but the speaker will not be chayav for boshas. Perhaps the reason is because words are not like an act. We said this before. You need to have an act that reaches the victim in order to pay for the five things, for the five payments. Okay.
Time is up, Rabbi.
Okay.
Okay, take care, be well.
Thank you.
Amen. You too, Phil.
Thanks.
Good day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got a very it's very quiet like this, Phil, you know?
Yeah, Phil, no noise from you today.
Well, you know, as a
From your computer then.
background, it could be just where the whatchamacallit is coming from. You know, I do hear I hear the noise.
Yeah, weird.
Okay, but I'll have to
Okay.
charge my phone now.